Well, hello and welcome to the third level of the Rising Sun campaign. I'm straight back from the recording of the last one, and yeah, let's dive into this kingdom. Now, here we immediately notice that our aristocrat, or that one of our starting estates has been exchanged by an aristocrat. So yeah, that's a nice, interesting change to the kingdom. Change itself is not in the kingdom for once, after being a centralizing card the last two times. And I will let you read through the cards here. Now, we have a lot of those strong Rising Sun cards, and again, we do have a prophecy coming up from one of those, after playing 5 of those Omen cards, Poet, River Shrine, Mountain Shrine, and this one is Growth, specifying when you gain a treasure, gain a cheaper card. And this means that when we gain, for example, rice, which is a treasure, which costs 7, we can gain a gold, which is a treasure, which costs 6, and then off of that gain, we can gain whatever, a litter, a poet, a mountain shrine, and yeah, see how we go from there. Now, apart from that, we also have the event Practice. You may play an action card from your hand twice. Note that if we were to play Aristocrat twice, the amount of Aristocrats in play would not change, so we would just, at this point, just get +6 actions, which wouldn't do us any good. And yeah, overall, it's not that exciting, and probably Practice might be interesting with Samurai, although also getting +2 money at the start of your turns is not that much to justify spending 3 money and a buy on it. I'm not sure. But early on, maybe you might want to trash 2 cards with Mountain Shrine or use River Shrine for that. Let's see. Also, we have Asceticism, and this lets you pay any amount of money to trash that many cards from our hand. So with this hand, we have 3, and we can pay 1 money apart from the 2 that it costs to trash an estate, which is quite pleasant. So overall, I think what we're going for here is the standard engine with a lot of payload, and this payload will come in the form of rice once the prophecy is triggered, so we can pick up rice and litter together. Litter itself is +2 cards, +2 actions, but also you get 1 debt, and this debt will probably not matter all too much once we have rice, which gives us money per different type of card in play. And looking at the types, we could have action, omen, shadow, duration, attack, all of this, and treasure, of course, in play. So rice could be worth up to 6, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. And just for that reason, it might be worth to pick up a samurai somewhere along the playthrough. And yeah, Mountain Shrine lets you just get +2 money and trash a card from your hand. And if there are any action cards in the trash, you also draw 2 cards. So once there is an action card in the trash, which might be, I don't know, a River Shrine that we don't need anymore, we might utilize that for draw as well. But for now, for the early game, maybe Litter and Poet might be the better targets for draw. Now, also, there's this Aristocrat we start off with. I'm not super sure we actually make that much use of it, because the 3 actions early on are not that enticing. I guess you could, it allows you to open with terminals more than it otherwise would, like River Shrine. Mountain Shrine would be a opening on a 4/3, but I'm not super convinced the Aristocrat fully justifies that. Now, let's look at the kingdom plot. We can certainly build a proper engine here. The gains and payload is amazing with growth and rice, as I said, and we're probably aiming to build quite big here. Now, what do I think about craftsmen? I don't think I think in this kingdom you more or less ignore it, as the only card you would really like to gain with it is litter, and that you can also hopefully gain off of the rice. Now, opening-wise, I think in any case you open just with River Shrine. You could also think about Mountain Shrine. That's also not too bad on the 5-2. I think I think I slightly prefer River Shrine as it allows you to gain a poet while paying off debt, or it allows you to gain another aristocrat or a fishmonger. You do want to put a fishmonger into your deck at some point just to have the shadow type for your rice. I'm not super sure when that should happen, but maybe also on a 5-2 really Mountain Shrine might be superior. I'm not convinced in any case. Or actually, am I talking myself into? I did this last time, I think, when we did. Did I with change stuff? Um, or in a recent daily maybe, where I just thought about the openings while talking through them. That and then suddenly the Mountain Shrine looks better than River Shrine. I'm not super sure. Actually, on the 3-4, you might go for trashing an estate and then going for Mountain Shrine. That doesn't look too bad. And we can still pick up. Yeah, okay. Let's scrap that and yeah, go for maybe the Mountain Shrine. I don't think opening Aristocrat is an option just because it's very unlikely for them to collide. So we can just open Asceticism and then River Shrine or Mountain Shrine, one of those. River Shrine has the nice thing that it will trash 2 cards, but we could facilitate this with practice as well. With Mountain Shrine later on will draw us cards probably if we trash an Aristocrat. Let's go for Mountain Shrine. My gut says Mountain Shrine. And here actually already it might be worth to trash this Aristocrat just to get further through the shuffle and yeah, I don't know. Activate the drawing mode of Mountain Shrine. Now here we can skip this last treasure and pay off our debt, trashing the other estate, and now we only have a Mountain Shrine and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coppers in the deck. So we should hit Samurai soon and probably pick up a litter here to go with all that. And yeah, I'm not too concerned about the fishmonger situation. Yeah, I think it's all good, especially if we hit such a draw. That's amazing. Now we already have growth being active here. We can attack AI and trash out 1 more copper. Now we would have 6 money at this point, 7 with the last copper, although then I'm contemplating not trashing here, so we have a bit more money to pick up a rice. But I think we can do this next turn. Let's trash down a bit more and just pick up a silver, probably with Fishmonger. And yeah, I think I like that. Now we do not find the litter, unfortunately, but we do hit 7 anyways. Get to pick up rice and litter. I don't want a gold in the deck yet. Next turn we should be able to. We should be a bit better trashed and we can pick up rice, gold, litter. And at this point, I think what we're gunning for is just trashing out the last coppers and yeah, snowball on from here. This is really insane what we should be able to do here now. And I think we just pick up another mountain shrine actually, instead of going for litter mountain shrine. Yeah, maybe we will regret this if we don't find a litter this turn, but we do. So yeah, the greedier play might be better. And now the payload should scale insanely well here with these litters. And yeah, look at this. We don't even need to play this last litter at this point. I have trashed out completely, can pick up triple rice, gold litter. Now, do we need to be concerned about piles at this point? With rice and litter, we sort of have to. I think so. If we were to dud, we would be in for a really bad time. If we don't dud, I think we're fine. So maybe we don't put in one more gold and just go for litter and nothing, just to make sure that we find one of the litters at the top of our deck. And at this point, hopefully we should have an easy time to pile out. Let's see, that's a great start. And yeah, look at this amazing kind of deck. We don't need to play those last two. They were just for safeties anyways, and we can probably get away with emptying the duchies. Not quite, right? That's a pity, but we do get away with emptying gardens, and that's also fine. So yeah, we can just go for some of the gardens. Oh no, we don't have enough plus buy. If only there was a way to get more plus buy, and double playing the fishmonger doesn't yield more buys. Yeah, then this plan was not possible anyways. Are we really off of finishing the game just by a single buy at this point? Now, well, let's think about this a bit. Of course, there are mountain shrines, but mountain shrines we cannot empty while also emptying the rice. Oh, this is awfully close. Now, what about we somehow gain 4 aristocrats and then play all of them? No, we cannot practice enough to make those buys possible. But could we practice fishmongers somehow? If we play rice to gain fishmonger, whatever. Wise. Now we practice litter. That would be one fewer buy. Then we practiced two of the fishmongers. And we would end up with 5 buys afterwards, which is not quite enough, right? Oh, this is awfully close. Yeah, I believe, right? If we... Oh, would we have 6 buys afterwards? So we practice the litter, we draw the cards, we have 4 buys left. We practice one of the fishmongers for 2 buys. And we have 5 buys left. We practice the other one, we have 6 buys left. Now money-wise, I think we should be fine. And yeah, this works out. I just miscounted. We should be able to pay off the debt anyways. And then just make sure that this works out. But yeah, the remaining 5 fishmongers are 10 money. Okay, pay off this debt. Practice fishmonger. Buy more fishmongers. We could even go for more of that. Could practice this litter and practice those fishmongers to have more buys. But yeah, this is enough to pile out. Yeah, I'm very happy I found this win. That's gonna be a nice fun to win. I didn't think it was there. It looked excruciatingly close for quite a while. And then I also miscounted. But yeah, fun kingdom. 10 turns, also very, very fast. And um, yeah, the growth rise stuff is just insane, especially with litter. And as long as you do not bottom deck your, or as long as you have one or two litters top decked to start off your turn, you should be fine. Just don't overdo it with the golds, even though you can. I think that should be my my advice. Um, and yeah, very nice. I'm quite pleased that we found this win. Maybe there was an even easier win. Let me know in the comments. Um, but yeah, with that, I would say I press done so we can together proceed to the next level, and we'll leave you off here. And yeah, I don't know. Try to catch you in the next one. Goodbye.